G'day mates, how's it going? You're on DirtByte. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2025 Highlands Fishing Expansion. So it is a beautiful rainy July morning, which, it's not so good. We want to harvest today. We that we hope that it dries up enough to harvest later. We do have some other jobs we have to do in the meantime, like unloading the seed from this trailer that's out in the rain. We also have to, I want to load up the fish. We've got the little fish and take them out to the offshore fish farm because we want to make some money. We want to make enough money to buy the swather header for the MacDon because our barley, I think it's our barley field is ready, and I want to use the MacDon to swath that and then use our combine just to combine the swaths. So I think we need like 150,000 or thereabouts. As discussed in the last episode, I'm going to sell the grass attachment for the MacDon. It's just not big enough or quick enough for cutting grass. Like if you could, it's only 4 meters, and if you could cut it as like at 25, like 25 kilometers per hour, it might be a bit different, but only doing 14 kilometers an hour when we could get mowers that are probably twice the width and still do the same sort of speed. It's just not really financial, like time wise, it's not worth it. We might as well try and, if we're going to do grass cutting or if we're going to do any sort of cutting, like we might as well get the bigger equipment for that. But I do think it's going to be worth it for the fields, like the arable cropping, like that, the cereal crops and the like. I just think, yeah, it's going to be worth the time on that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to load these up and we're going to head over. I'm going to put them onto the barge and then take them over to the fish farm, and we'll get the fish that we have over there and bring them back to sell. Now, I don't know how much money we're going to make from that. Okay, this is pretty heavy, but oh, there's quite a few pallets here. Let's see if we can get these on. We really should have the rear weight on, I think. But I'll just struggle through. Excellent. Before I move on, I'm going to strap these on so they don't go flying when I start doing the rest. Yeah, well, so we'll go and get the fish that we've got, the adult fish that we've grown up from the baby fish. We'll sell that. Hopefully we can make enough money from that for what we're looking for the MacDon equipment. Ideally we will do. If not, we'll have to look at if there's anything else we can sell or other ways we can make money. I don't want to be going up to the castle with wood again just yet. We've already delivered wood last time. I don't want to do that too regularly. And obviously oh wow, these just keep coming, these pallets. And obviously for the castle we have to do the castle stone, which I'm assuming you do via getting the quarry. Wow, this tractor's alright for this, except for there's a bit of a hollow here where it's getting stuck. So what I might do is I might just quickly put these ones on and go and chuck the rear weight on. It may just be worth the effort just to prevent this from happening. So I'll go and do that, and I'll bring you back in once we're ready, or we're heading over towards the barge. Welcome back. So we're pretty well there, loaded up. I am really impressed with the amount of young salmon and young trout that we've got from the 8 pallets of fish food we delivered. This is a huge amount. This is far more than what I was anticipating or expecting. It is, yeah, crazy. I don't think that offshore fish farm is going to be able to accept all of these pallets. I'm pretty confident it's not. I just want to make sure I put it on so that single pallet doesn't fall off. As you can see, I backed the trailer up and I put the weight on, and that did help a bit, but with this rain and that type of ground, it still was quite difficult to load it on. I just want to make sure that that's not going to fall out. Just gently, gently, gently fall off. I don't want anything to fall off so far. I've done a pretty good job stacking. So I chucked these straps on. Is there another strap? Perfect. Yes, so it's going to take a fair bit to load this up when we get to the barge, but we do have the forklift down there, and it's quite good. The forklift, it doesn't really connect, like the gangway for the barge doesn't really connect that well. Oh, I've got to take the weight off. Yeah, so the gangway for the barge doesn't really connect that well to the pontoon, which is a bit of a shame, really, because it's quite a bit of a step for the forklift to go up and over, which isn't really the best. It's not how it should be. I would have liked to have seen it so that it was more of a smooth transition. I'm not sure how that would have worked, but that's, yeah, ideally that's what would have been good to see. I think I'm going to have to get out of here. I'll probably put that weight right in the way. But what we can do is we can attach it to the front, and we've got no issue. We should be able to get out of there nicely. So yeah, look at that. So we have 28,000 litres of young trout and 18,000 litres of young salmon. I'm good. I'm impressed by that. I think this is definitely a money-making venture. So what we'll do is, oh, that's right, we can go this way, I think, to as a back way into the town. Save us going down that way. We'll do is, I'll head down there now. We will pull up, we'll load it up with the forklift as best as possible. We may use a bit of super strength, I'm not sure yet. I do like using the forklift, but just for time, it might be quicker to do that. We'll definitely be using super strength when we get out to the offshore fish farm to load these off. Because with this amount, the crane is just going to take far too long because we've got other things we need to do today. So what we'll do is we'll drop out here, we'll do a bit of a time lapse, and we'll come back in sometime when we're over near that fish farm. We'll see you soon.
Everything's rushing by, I can't slow down. You're pulling away now, faster than sound. The streets are street lights in my eyes. I'm losing my grip on you tonight. Don't stop, don't stop, don't leave me behind. Don't stop, I'm racing through time. Don't stop moving, don't stop moving away. Don't stop moving, I need you to stay. The world keeps spinning fast, I can't keep up. Every second that passes is not enough. You're slipping through like wind through my hands. I'm chasing you down, but I can't understand.
Welcome back. Here we are. Just offloading the last crate of fish. As you can see, we have like far too much of the little fish for this production. This production is very slow, so it's going to take a very long time for it to go through that. So I don't see any reason why we need to go and add any more fish food into our production back at the farm anytime soon. And we've got 2, 4, 5 containers worth of fish here. I just want to quickly get them on and then back over to the farm. I'm thinking that it may be a good opportunity, since we're fully loaded and stocked up with fish over there, to maybe sell the barge. Like, it's $275,000. If we sell the barge, we can set this production to auto selling, so I think that fish are probably pretty good price most of the time. And then that would free up this 275,000 to use pretty well straight away on other productions. So I think what we'll do is, once I get these lined up, we'll jump over to the controls for this fish area. Perfect. Am I going to have to jump over there? I think so. Yeah, perfect. So what we want to do is we want to set the ones that we've got. So we want to change the output. So we want to change it to selling. And then this one. Yeah, so it's all going to be selling. Yeah, we're not going to make the most that we possibly can, but we are going to be able to redivert the funds from... Oh, hopefully I can get back over there. Oh, I'm going for a swim. There we go. I'm back. Yes, so hopefully we can get the funds from the ship and redivert them to another production. And I'm thinking we should be looking at the quarry, because that's what we need next for the castle, so we can work on the castle. Just trying to get this. You know, we'll sort that out when we get back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out here. We'll head back and I'll bring you back in once we're loading up the trailer with these fish, and we'll see where we're going to take them. We'll see how much we make from them. And then we'll move on. So we'll see you soon. Welcome back. Here we are. I'm just trying to get all these off in one go with the forklift. I really hope they don't fall off and we lose one. I know we lost a pallet of the small trout, I think it was, when we was heading over before. I watched it fall over the side and the lid came off, and the little trouts, they just they just swam off. So they're going to live in the harbour, well, hopefully for a long time. And considering how many trouts and some we already have over there, I don't really think it's a great loss. It'll be fine. Just want to get all this on. Hopefully I can get this on without it all toppling over. Let's get the forks level. Perfect. So if I can just chuck a strap on that. And what we need to do is we need to look at where we can sell these for the best price. So prices are here. So we're looking at salmon and trout. So they'll be down here. So salmon. Oh wow, so it's the best time at the moment. So the big farmer's kiosk is the best. So let's take that. I'm not sure exactly where that is. And then trout is exactly the same. It's the best in July. Big farmer's kiosk is not quite the best, but I think it'll work out okay for us, given that the salmon is the best price at that location. So I'm just trying to see where it is. I'll just bring it up on the map. Oh yeah, so it's up in the town. So if we head back up the way we came down, and drop it off there, then we should be laughing. Just hopefully I can make this tight turn with this tractor and trailer setup. think we will with the JCB dual steer, even if it is grinding on the drawbar a bit. Oh. Come on, let's go in reverse. Okay, let's see if we made it that time. Yeah, excellent. I'll put that back down so it's safer for driving on the public road. And we'll go up and we'll see where the sell point is. We'll see how much we can make. Hopefully we're going to make enough for the entire MacDon stuff we need for the barley, which again is like 150,000 or close to it anyway. But we do have the MacDon grass header to sell. So between selling that and selling the fish, I reckon we're going to be able to get the swath set up exactly how I want it, with the right bits and pieces that we need. And then we'll just have to wait until the rain stops before we can do it, but I intend to do it today. I'm sure it'll be dry enough in a couple of hours. It looks like that the rain will clear up sometime soon. So let's just drive through the village, nice and easy. It's such a well-detailed village. It's not really the best for driving through with a big tractor and a big trailer, but that's just the way it is. And then here we are, just up on the right for the sell point. Let's see how much we've made. Wow, 125,000 plus a 4,800 environmental scoreboard. So that's impressive. That's pretty much enough to buy everything we need for the MacDon kit, which we'll do. I'm going to go via the store and we'll put the header for the combine harvester on the trailer and we'll take it up like that. Then we'll bring the MacDon machine down with the grass header on it so we can drop that off and sell that before we head back and start that harvest. So what we'll do is I'll cut out here, we'll get this sorted out, and bring you back in when we're about ready to start. So we'll see you soon. Welcome back. Here we are. Look at this. This header is huge. Like, this is going to be great. I'm sure that even though we'll have to go over it twice, because we will need to go through and actually remove the grain from the swath, that this is really going to be able to make harvesting a lot quicker, a lot easier. And the fact that we can do this at 15 kilometers per hour, 12 and a bit meters wide, and then look at that swath there. Looks really nice. So we've got this, and I've got the header on the trailer. So we're just going to go around, get this done. I don't think it's going to actually honestly take too long. We've got more rain on the forecast, so obviously I'd like to get it done before then. So what we'll do is we'll just jump out, we'll do a time-lapse and see if we can get this entire field swathed and the grain separated from the swath in one time-lapse. I hope we will be able to. We'll bring you back in once we get in towards the end of that, depending on the time. So we'll see you soon.
On the western wind, sun burning holes where the shade has been. Cattle moving like a river of brown. We're pushing hard till the day runs down. Saddle leather cracked and the horses know every fence line, every creek that flows. Radio crackling with the weather call, but the sky tells the story best of all. When the work is done, when the last gate swings, there's a bottle waiting, cool as mountain springs. We've earned this moment, earned this sweet release. Frost on the glass us everything the dry earth knew. How to read the seasons, when to move the herd, how to find salvation without a word. When the work is done, when the last gate swings, there's a bottle waiting, cool as mountain springs. We've earned this moment, earned this sweet release. Frost on the flesh and the days at peace.
Welcome back. It is epic how much better that MacDon is. Like, yeah, it's a bit slow doing this, but look at how many swaths we have in comparison. When we did this last time, there was double the amount of swaths. And I don't know whether it's just because it's an illusion. It just seems like there's so much straw as well in each one. Almost more straw once it's been through the combine for the second time. And I know that we have done everything we can to this field to make it yield a lot better, and that was evident by the map, the yield map, when we were using the MacDon. A lot of it was in the orange, and there was very little in the green. And now most of the field is in the light to dark green with a little bit of orange. So this is going to yield so much more than the last time we harvested it. I'm just impressed at how quickly this harvester is filling up. Like, we're already at 82% just from not a great, like, one and a bit runs. So yeah, we're going to get a good amount of crop out of this, and we're going to make some good money from this. I'm really excited about that, and the amount we've already got in there. Yeah, no, come December, January, when it's prime time for this, we are going to make quite a bit of money. And like, I can't believe that it's literally 98% again. We're going to need the tractor to take some more. Like, we've done maybe a third of the field, and we're already going to have one full trailer. So we may end up getting like 3 full trailer loads out of this, which, you know, to me is just quite amazing. So what we're going to do is we'll fill the trailer up fully and then take it over to our storage. I think at that point we will probably leave it there for the day. We'll come back next time and we will finish the harvesting in this field. We may have onions to do as well. We'll check that out in a minute. But yeah, that'll be good, and I think we're, yeah, on the right track. That MacDon swather is great. I think that if you had a like a powerful combine with equivalent or greater length of header, then it's probably not so much. But when you've got the smaller header we've got, and we don't have the money to go out and buy one of those really expensive fancy combines, I think it's a good intermediate. I don't know if you get more grain out of it as a comparison to a combine or how that works, but we surely do seem to be getting a fair bit from it, and I do understand that it's down to the yield as well. So it would be an interesting comparison to run the MacDon versus a conventional header, conventional combine, with a field that's been treated exactly the same, to, you know, compare the yields between the two types of machinery. It just, I have a gut feeling it feels like it's a better yielding machine. And I don't know if that's the case with yeah, I don't know. It just feels like it. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to park this up here. We're going to finish offloading what's in the combine. We're going to leave it there. Oh, I was going to check out the onions first. So let's check the onions out. See where we're at with that. So onions will probably be next month. So we've definitely got plenty to do. We'll finish this next time. Then we'll probably jump along into the onion. That onion is going to onion field is going to take quite a while to harvest, because yeah, that's slow. It's not like a 12.5 meter header like we've got over there on the MacDon. It's going to take a while. So yeah, we'll work on that next time. thank you very much for joining me today. If you have been enjoying these videos on Farming Simulator Highlands expansion, please do like and subscribe and comment if there's anything that you see we can be doing better or any suggestions. I appreciate that. And remember to keep your boots dirty and your bytes clean, because I'll catch you next time on DirtByte.